Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Thank you everyone who came yesterday to our Zoom. It was so much fun. I felt so bad that I had to leave early. I was really enjoying myself and I hope you all did too. And I'm sure you carried on without me, and it was so good to see everybody. It really was. It really was. Thank you for coming. We have set June 24th. I think that's the date. It's a Saturday for our June meeting. So please mark your calendars. And I will try to remember to go into the Ravelry thread and change the date, because apparently I didn't change it for the May date. Mark your calendars and come. It is so much fun. You'll enjoy yourself immensely, I am quite sure. Lovely, lovely people. Interesting conversation about lots of things, including knitting and crochet. But definitely not exclusively those, for sure. But it was a wonderful, wonderful visit. Thank you. And I rushed off and scrambled to get out the door in time, and we managed to do it, not too grumpy. And drove down to Delaware and met my niece at her house, and she loaded up our car. We got a wine fridge that looked pretty good. I don't know what she was talking about. And for us, and then we packed the whole rest of the back of the car with stuff for her that I will take up to my brother's next time I go visit my parents. And since I think we're just going to leave it in the car, I think I'll just plan on visiting my parents next week. That, problem solved. Anyway, so yeah. It was a lovely drive. Kim came and stayed with Aura, and Dennis made them quiche for their dinner, and then off we went. And it was about an hour drive, and it was really, really nice. We were gone quite a while, and it's the first time in a long time, maybe since Christy's wedding, that Dennis and I drove a long trip together. I mean, it was only an hour, but we just go to the store, 15 minutes. So this was an hour drive through beautiful, beautiful country. I live in Chester County, Pennsylvania, which is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And if you've ever seen the Alfred Hitchcock movie Marnie, in fact, I think it's on Netflix now, or Roku or something. It's one of the streaming services that I get. I've seen it go by. Marnie. It's an Alfred Hitchcock with Tippi Hedren and Sean Connery. Maybe I should watch it again. But there's a fox hunt scene that takes place in that movie, and that fox hunt is in my county. I don't know if the movie's set in my county. I guess I have to watch it again. But anyway, I live in an absolutely stunningly beautiful place. And so the hour drive through the country to get to Newark, Delaware, where the party was, where she was living, was really nice. And then we had a lovely, lovely little picnic. My brother is staying at an Airbnb actually in Elkton, Maryland, which is, a 15-minute drive from where Ella lives in Delaware. Newark, Dennis says, you could walk from Newark, Delaware to Maryland. It's right on the border. So they were staying in Maryland, and it was a very nice little setup. It was like out in the country, and there was a big white house, and it had a pool. But that's where the owners lived, and they were at an Airbnb, and it was a building, a kind of an outbuilding off to the side, so nobody got in anybody's face, and it was very lovely inside. It was probably literally an outbuilding for the farm that was redone into a living space, but it was very nice. But they booked a couple of hours by the pool, and so we sat around a table and just, tasted a lot of wines. And it was wonderful, and just sat around and talked, and we had a lovely, lovely time. We got to hug my niece Janine, who I haven't seen probably since Christy's wedding, maybe, and meet her boyfriend Hyro, who I had not met before. See, we seem to miss each other. When COVID started, Janine and Hyro moved into the farm with John and Jenny, and he worked remotely. And, but when I went to visit, he had just left. So anyway, this was my first time meeting him, and he was also lovely, and we had a wonderful time. It was really, really fun, and Dennis enjoyed himself. And since we were in Maryland, we took, a different route home from Elkton than, we would have from Newark. So it's interesting. And so I went on some roads I hadn't been on before, and just stunning, lovely. And I had such a good time. It was a wonderful day. It was a wonderful day of socializing. Thank you to those who made the beginning of the day so beautiful. And anyway, I had a wonderful day. I really did. I had a great time. I got to the ribbing on the second sleeve while I was zooming, and I had a lot of trouble doing my 1x1 rib on the cuff, so I have no idea how that's going to work out. Maybe when I'm not talking or listening, then I'll do better, but I'll work on it some more tonight. Tonight is Sunday, and I don't know if Christy's planning on crafting with me or not, but if she is, I'll work on my sleeve. But, yeah, it was a wonderful day. And it's absolutely gorgeous today. I was sitting out here sort of, starting on my coffee early and just relaxing. And then I realized I just wanted to tell you what a great day I had yesterday. It was very nice, really nice. Yeah, and I guess I'm going to have to go up to my parents this coming week to empty my car. So that'll be good too. Haven't seen them since Mother's Day, so I'll pop in and say hi and give them a hug. Put my eyes on them. It's always important. So that's the current plan. But today we're going to take it easy. Yesterday felt busy, and anytime we have a busy day, then we need a day off. And there's lots of quiche left, so Dennis doesn't have to go. Oh, and he felt like he didn't have quite enough to eat when he got home, so he wanted something. He decided not to do quiche, so he decided to have dippy eggs to test our bread for dippy egg toast, and he was very happy with it. So I was ecstatic because I didn't think he was going to like it at all, and he loved it, and he really misses dippy eggs. And one of the things you miss bread for is like to sop up the sauce of something and stuff. So if we have a bread that we can do that, that's fun. We are probably going to try making the next batch without the allulose and maybe use Splenda or something like that, and see if the allulose is really, the chemical values of the allulose are really important. According to Wes on the video, the allulose is to brown the bread on top, but as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't really need to be browned, and egg whites brown, so it's very possible that it will still brown without the sugar the chemical reactions of the sugar in the bread. So we're going to try it because we'd rather have it without allulose. But it was a big success, and that was fun. That was fun. In fact, now that I say that, I might break my fast by having a piece of toast. When it's time for me to break my fast, that is. So, anyway. So today will be a quiet day. I don't have any specific plans other than crafting with Christy if she's available. And, yeah. I was just sitting out here for a few minutes before I started recording, and two hummingbirds came to the feeder at the same time, and they both left, so I don't know if they're like a pair or if they're rivals, so we shall see. That's one thing I should do today, is make more hummingbird nectar for our feeder. So just little things like that Yeah. So anyway, I'm feeling good. I had a lovely day. I was so happy to see you guys, those who were able to come to the Zoom. And I look forward to June 24th. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to go. I'm sitting out here. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know how we got so lucky with all these days in a row. I feel like I'm jinxing it by mentioning it, but it's been gorgeous. So we will be out on our deck, I'm quite sure. I will be. I think I'll be joined. Meanwhile, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please stay safe and stay sane.